Hi, welcome. It's time for my town hall today, Wednesday, whatever day it is. That's the 19th of March. There we go. Welcome. It's also campaign update time, press release time, all of that sort of stuff. Hi. So, today is the last day of winter officially. Tomorrow begins spring in the morning, and it's the time where daylight is the same amount of time as nighttime. So we are right in the middle. We're balanced, but somehow I don't feel very balanced, but supposedly we are balanced. So anyways, yeah. So let's say goodbye to winter. It was a good time, but it's time to move on to the next season and see what that brings. We've had some storms in the U.S. that have sadly killed quite a few people, and it's very sad. So my heart goes out to all the people who have lost lives or are injured or have lost their homes or their businesses due to this bad weather we've had over the past week. You know, nature has power over all of us, and we have no control over these big storms. So I'm very sorry for anyone who's hurting right now. May you find peace. And the ones who passed, may they rest in peace. I guess since I'm talking a little bit about safety, I saw some videos of trucks being blown around because of the wind strength in Texas. So, again, I'm going to recommend we plant trees along the highways to block the wind so that commerce can continue. We don't have to, it's not really brain surgery what I'm talking about. It's common sense. And it's what we need. So I recommend planting evergreens, plant some redwood trees. They're big and beautiful, they grow fast, and they do the job. They help keep the roads solid and protect, from wind and stuff. So, and they're beautiful, and they're ours. They're a U.S. product. So, come on, plant some redwood trees. All the states. By the highways, by the roadways, everywhere. Then, I just watched a video too on using information about your children online. So still this is a problem. People are using it then for themselves or in a bad way, and then this could haunt your children as they're teenagers during that delicate period of time and beyond. So if people have too much information about you, they can use it to manipulate you. I recently was manipulated, and maybe I should tell you that. So I moved back to the U.S. a couple of years ago to West Virginia. I wanted to find out what was going on here with the drug issues and stuff like that, and why West Virginia was on the top of all the wrong lists and on the bottom of all the good lists. So I've been trying to investigate that, and bring some good change, and change is coming. People are listening to me now, so it's good. But anyways, I had this moment where I thought I had friends around me, but it turns out that I had hackers around me and people who were very good with manipulating electronics, and I didn't know that. So I was interested in buying a stock in cannabis because I felt it was a good time because our states were becoming more pro cannabis, and so I thought it was a good stock. And when I looked it up, it seemed like a good stock and everything like that. And so I was all prepared to put some money in, and it was a mutual fund, so it was diverse. So I was not concerned with risk or anything. But I got the information through an email, and like 2 weeks before, I was talking to somebody about investing, one of these new people I met, and they suggested cannabis. And I was anyways already thinking about it, but then, I was sort of encouraged that would be an interesting thing to invest in, because it's sort of a new product in the US. Slowly it's becoming acceptable. And so I went to find out how to invest. And it was interesting because so I got this email all at the same time. So it felt like it was destiny, coincidence, and I didn't really think much of it. And it's only now looking back that I should have realized that these people were hackers and scammers, and that they were out to get my investment money. So I did. I did some research. It looked good. I took it to the broker I was dealing with, and I said, I want to invest in one of these. And then he came back and said something strange. He said that there's only 3 of them that they can really do something with. And I thought that was weird. Why is that? But I accepted it because I thought he knew what he was talking about. And so then I invested some money. And as soon as I invested, the stock went down, or the mutual fund went down. Then I decided to do what they call, I forgot what it's called, when you invest a little bit more to sort of average your price better. And so I did that, and then it went down more. And then it took about a year, and it pretty much went to zero. And so I lost everything that I put into that mutual fund. And I think that these people might have been directly involved. The guy who suggested it, and then the fact that I got that email, and then even quite possibly the brokerage firm that I used might have been all in on it together. I don't know. But, online we have a lot of risks. And when things seem too coincidental, I always thought they were more like a destiny thing, but maybe if it's too coincidental, it's a sign that somebody's manipulating things. So I guess, beware. Learn from my experience and beware. Because it's not, I could have come up with better ways of spending that money than having it taken from me that way. And I believe it was taken. I don't think I lost it in a normal stock market situation. I think it was manipulated out of my hands. and into the pockets of other people. So beware. Not everybody is what they seem to be, and some people are very good at electronics and hacking, and you are definitely at risk. With that said, I really started this to talk about posting information about your children online. I think really you should post about yourself. I know we want to be proud mothers and fathers, but there's plenty of private formats to send images to grandma and stuff like that. You don't have to share everything online all the time. So focus on your own life. Be responsible online for public posts about you, not about your children. That's what I can say. Because again, these things can be manipulated and used, and then you have no control over them ultimately. So it can be quite scary, to say the least. So be very, very careful. And then now that we're talking more about digital things, I think I want to continue here with, I believe at the beginning when Donald Trump got into office this election, this year, he was talking about putting together a digital medical form or center. And he had something like, I don't know, $500 billion. Could that be million? I don't know what it was. Anyway, somebody was giving him money to organize this digital medical platform where your personal medical information will be. And I think this is a bad idea. A bad idea. We don't need to be all over. We don't need to have all the medical information in one place. I think that's a bad idea. I don't want my medical information there, and I don't think you want it there either. So before we even get started with that, Donald Trump, it's a bad idea. For the reasons that I just told you, hackers. And we have a right to privacy in our country. That's what it says in our Constitution. What is it? The third or fourth? I don't know. Anyway, we do. We have privacy. So, no, I don't want my medical information there. It's not necessary. It's a waste of money. We can use that money to better our bridges and our roads all over the country, plant trees so that trucks don't topple over when it's a windy day, and they can do their job. So public safety is what we need to be spending money on, not on more electronics where things can be hacked and used and manipulated. And no. So the answer is no. I don't want it. Sorry, Donald, but that's not a good one. But so be careful online. Not everybody is your friend. Then IRS. I've been trying to get my taxes done this week, and something I learned is that if you call and leave a message, they want to make money from you. Sadly, it's a money-making business for some reason. I don't know where the extra money goes, if it goes into the pot or if it goes into the pocket of the person who got it. Maybe there are incentives to even, create this. I don't know. But apparently at the IRS, they don't return calls oftentimes because, or they wait a long time, not because they're busy, although maybe they are, but it's a money-making thing to make you wait another couple of days and make more money off of you. So if you're trying to amend a tax return, or if you're unsure about something, don't wait for a callback. Sit on that phone and wait. And wait. Because they do eventually answer. It just takes time. So, I called last week, the IRS, and I'm still waiting for a call back from that one. In the meantime, I called several other times, and now I told them, actually, don't bother calling because I figured it out. So that's what I can recommend. If you have an issue that you have a question about, they're somehow not out to help you or me or us. And this is, again, public safety in the U.S. also begins with the IRS. We're on the same team. I know the IRS wants money, but they shouldn't be acting like a private company. They shouldn't be greed mongers. So I don't know exactly what's going on there. It's a little bit strange, and it's not pleasant. So my recommendation when dealing with the IRS is you spend that whole day getting the information you need, and then double check it, because I was given also information several times that was incorrect. So we need also people better trained at the IRS to give out the information, or perhaps we've got so many laws that they're contradicting each other. That could also be. I don't think anybody really knows the laws that we have on the books anymore, and this is scary. We've become such a big bureaucracy that we can't see straight anymore. So it's time to get rid of the frivolous laws. It's time to realign our system. Maybe we should just get rid of everything and go back to we have no laws, and then we start building the laws again. Because it's just crazy. It's just crazy. It is. The amount of misinformation you even get from the IRS, it's crazy. It's unacceptable, actually. So, yeah. So I'm busy in tax time right now. I got a business that I have to do something about, and that's sort of where I am. It's taken up some of my time. I will be getting out to celebrate the end of winter and try to scare winter away so that we don't get too much cold weather anymore. Today where I am, it's supposed to get up maybe to 80 degrees Fahrenheit, so that'll be exciting. And but tomorrow is spring, and then apparently it goes back down to cold weathers, possibly even snow. So Mother Nature has it a bit backwards right now, but I guess that's part of this transition, changing from one to the other. All right. I don't really have much more to say. These are my personal experiences, and I hope they won't be yours. Yep, that's about it. Okay. So as far as my campaign goes, I'm still here. I'm still waiting. The the Supreme Court still has my lawsuit, and I have not conceded the election, so I'm still a candidate for the past election. I don't disagree really with Donald Trump, what he's doing, and the permissions he's given to Elon Musk. I think they're doing a good job finding some things. I am concerned that maybe it's not bipartisan, although it shouldn't have to be bipartisan. But you know, it would be nice if there would be a little more transparency, because it could be that they're hiding things too, getting rid of the information that might be critical for other things. But yeah, so I guess Donald Trump and Elon Musk, a little more transparency would be better. That's what I have to say. Then I'm still, once I'm done with my tax situation, because I got to do it in 2 countries, so the US and Switzerland. So once I'm done with all of that, then I can focus on lawsuits about election fraud and things like that. I mean, I still have my one out there with the Supreme Court, but I will do other ones otherwise, because it's unacceptable what's going on. And now in West Virginia, in my county, they want to let people who are not citizens vote. And so, you know, we got this Republican who is acting like a Democrat, and this is also unacceptable. So yeah, it's just voter manipulation more, because when you have non-citizens voting on some issues, they can just simply probably switch and vote on something else, or their vote, the blank votes can then be manipulated. All they need is a person walking in the door, and then they can just do whatever they want. So, you know, like I said, the digital stuff is very easy to manipulate, and hackers know what they're doing. So that's why we need to go back to paper and pen with voting. No machines involved, nothing like that. Cameras everywhere, because right now they're also doing these voting in places where there are no cameras. So this is all illegal, unconstitutional, and it just screams, you know, fraud. So that is the next step that I'm going to be working on. Is, I mean, it's still my priority, election reform. That was number 1. Because until we have really, truly elected people in office who have not been manipulated into their position, that's the only way we will change our country, our state, our town, and get the corruption out. Because it's so easy to manipulate votes. They figured it out. And, you know, this is, again, the states. They seem to figure these things out. You know, for a long time it was keeping the woman's vote out. Then it was keeping the black vote out. Before that, you know. So it's just, the states are out of control. Actually, it's not the states. It's the people running them. So the Democrats and Republicans in the states, especially the attorney generals, are out of control. They're manipulating all of our votes. And shame on them. Okay, so that's finally where I am. Be careful of coincidences online. They're not always a good coincidence. Learn from my experience. So that's my news. That's my report for today. Thank you for stopping by. And I wish you all a good change of season. Of course, ceasefire is always there too. You know, put down the guns. Let's negotiate. That's about it. If you want to find out more about me and my lawsuit, go to my website, susan4usa.com. That's Susan, the number 4, usa.com. And that's about it. Thanks. Have a good day.